Did you know that your bird has a world full of secrets and thoughts about you as its owner? Just like the secrets that only you and other bird owners know about their birds. In this video, you'll discover things that only bird owners understand and curious secrets your bird knows about you. We all know birds are intelligent animals. But have you ever thought about how this creature spends 24 hours a day in your home, watching you and knows everything about you? It turns out our pet birds know a lot more about us than we realize. Here are 7 secrets your bird knows about you. It knows when you're sick. We all heard that cats and dogs can sense when their owners are sick. But did you know that your bird is also capable of recognizing when you're sick? It's true that they won't act like a dog and immediately give you special attention, but they will act less energetic and most times will change their behavior according to yours. Depending on your bond with your birds, some parrots might even give you an extra cuddle or support when you're sick. It's seen you naked. Most of us haven't really thought about it, but our birds are always there. Even when we're taking our clothes off and think nobody's watching. So next time you come out of the shower or just changing, remember that you're being watched. It knows you're afraid to get bitten. Birds can recognize your body language in seconds. They can hear us scream out of pain, and they can also see how we react to their bites. So the moment you show fear because you're afraid to get bitten, it's very likely that they'll continue to bite. If you want your bird to stop biting, just show it that you don't care for its bites. It knows when you love it. Even if your bird is untamed and you don't have a special bond with it, it still knows you care about it. It knows you're the source of its food and water, and you're the one who cleans the cage and cares for its health. So even if it acts like it's scared and not very trusting of you yet, remember that it can sense your care and love for it. And it's just a matter of time until it will show you some love back. It knows you're about to grab it. Have you ever noticed that every time you try to grab your bird, it will dodge your hand quickly? Even when you think your bird doesn't notice you, it still senses your intentions, and that you're acting in a suspicious way and planning to catch it. The best tip is just to stop trying to catch it. You don't want to lose your bird's trust. It knows when you're upset or sad. If you came home from a tough day at work or school, your bird will notice that something's wrong. Some birds like to comfort their owners by hanging around them and ask for more attention. And some rather stay quiet and not be as noisy as usual inside their cage. Just like they have bad days, they can feel you're upset and can respect your feeling as well, in their own unique way. It knows if you're a good or a bad owner. There are many reasons people keep birds. Some like to breed them, some like to keep them for decoration because of their beautiful colors, and some keep them as a member of their family. Birds can tell when you're neglecting them and not keeping them for the right reasons. And they can also understand when they're being truly loved and cared for. So make sure that when you keep a bird, you're doing it for the right reasons.
Do you feel like there is something about having birds that separates you from the rest of the people you know? Well, it's probably not just your imagination. There are some things only bird owners understand, and here are 8 of them. Poop? Not a big deal. Poop is really a part of life, and when you're a bird owner, it's a normal part of life. Many people will freak out if they get pooped on, but not veteran bird owners like you. A bit of poop here or there is no big deal for bird owners. You don't get excited when your bird poops on your laptop or your shoulder. And that's something only bird owners understand. Your bird is more well-fed than you are. You probably eat whatever kind of food is available in your house, even if it's not that good for you. But when it comes to your bird, only the best will do. You only feed your pet bird the healthiest seed mix, snacks, and fresh veggies and fruits. And there's a pretty good chance you even have a separate, dedicated section of your refrigerator just for your bird's food. You prefer your bird over people. If you think that your pet bird is a better company than your family or even your best friend, you're probably not alone. Most bird owners prefer to socialize with their bird, and there's nothing wrong about that. A bird cage? More like a mansion. If your bird's cage is nicer than your own home, then guess what? You're one of the many owners that actually care for their bird. A big bird cage that you spent a few $100s on, with lots of advanced high-tech features and toys, and even a hot tub, and tons of other things, is something only a bird owner will truly understand. You can't hide from your bird. Trying to hide from your pet bird is harder than you think, especially for some species like budgies, who can turn their necks 180 degrees anytime they see a bag of chips. You know your bird is annoying. Your pet bird is nosy and noisy. That's why many pet bird owners will take phone calls in separate rooms from their pet birds. They don't want to get interrupted. Birds are curious, and every plate of food that will pass by them will most likely be jumped on. They will not miss an opportunity to check on what you're doing on your laptop or try to steal your snack. Your bird is bossy. Birds are bossy, and they aren't afraid to boss you around. The friendship that they provide us comes with a little bit of authoritative behavior. But keep in mind that your pet bird will likely treat all of your belongings as its own. Your bird loves being groomed. Something else that bird owners know is that if you opened up a saloon just for pet birds, you'd probably get rich. Your pet bird demands a lot of care and attention, and that's true for its personal appearance too. They love bathing and cleaning themselves, and also grooming their feathers with or without the help of their mates.
It's true that birds don't get mad at someone in the same way that we humans do, but it is still possible for them to feel unhappy and uncomfortable around you. These are 5 signs that your bird is mad at you. On guard when you're around. When your bird is mad at you, there is a high risk it will stop trusting you. If you walk into the room and your bird is suddenly all stiffed up and it stops doing what it did before, it means that it doesn't trust you and needs to be on guard when you're around. One of the best signs to know if your bird isn't comfortable around you is when it won't remove its eyes off of you. You will feel like it's testing every move you make. Won't accept treats. Birds are known to hold grudges, so if your bird is mad at you, it can even stop accepting its treat that it's usually very happy to munch on. Sometimes birds can be scared from our hands, and that's why they won't take the treats we have to offer. But if your bird is already used to treats, and all of a sudden it just won't take it from you anymore, then you probably did something to piss it off. You never see it preening. One of the most birdish things birds do is preen themselves. That's how they clean their feathers and make sure they look fabulous. But if you can't remember your bird preening in front of you, chances are it's mad, stressed out, and not very trusting of you yet. It's attacking you. An angry bird may stretch up tall or crouch into an attack position, or it may spread its wings to make itself appear larger and more threatening. Some birds even hiss at their owners to try and prove a point. And of course, it'll also try to actually make a move and bite you. If your bird is this mad at you, then you guys definitely need to work on your relationship. It's not acting tame. If you're one of the lucky ones that managed to tame its bird, and out of nowhere it starts behaving like it's not interested in being around you, or even refuses to perform some of the tricks you taught it, and it basically looks more and more like it's becoming wild, that's bad news. It can indicate that you lost its trust, and that your bird is just secretly mad at you. Your bird's sleeping position can reveal a lot about its personality, character, and how it's feeling. This guide breaks up the most common pet bird sleeping positions and explains why birds may sleep in certain ways. Here's what your bird's sleeping position means. Curled up position. You probably saw your bird sleeping like this before. In this position, your bird curls up and tucks its beak under its wing or on the floof of its back. This is the most common sleeping position, and it indicates that your bird is relaxed, comfortable, and trusting you. This is a healthy and natural sleeping position for birds, and also used to preserve body heat, as your bird is breathing warm air inside the floof, which spreads heat around its body. Upside down position, also known as bat position. In this position, your bird hangs upside down with its head facing down while sleeping. If your pet bird sleeps upside down, it usually means that it's extremely comfortable and feels safe in its environment. This is because sleeping upside down makes it harder for your bird to fly away quickly, in case of danger. So it's a vulnerable sleeping position that it will only adopt if it trusts its surroundings. One leg up position. Sleeping with one leg up allows your bird to conserve body heat, as the leg that is tucked up under the feathers can keep warm. This position also allows your bird to rest its leg muscles and avoid fatigue or cramping. Overall, sleeping with one leg up is a comfortable sleeping position for birds, and it's nothing to be concerned about unless your bird injured its foot. Flat on its back position, also known as dead buck position. If your bird sleeps on its back with its feet up in the air, it means that it's super trusting you and its environment, and feels safe enough to expose its vulnerable belly. However, this sleeping position can also be a sign of illness or injury, so it's important to observe your bird's behavior closely. Puffed up position. When your pet bird is puffed up while sleeping, it typically indicates that it's warm and comfortable. Birds fluff up their feathers to create a layer of insulating air between their feathers and skin, which helps them regulate their body temperature. But puffing up can also be a sign of illness or discomfort. If your bird is puffing up during the day or is also showing other symptoms of illness, it may be a sign of underlying health issue.